You guys, it's honestly hard to say what my favorite part about the sugar diet is, what the best truth bomb has been, what my favorite golden tidbit is that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. It's hard to narrow it down to one thing because there have been so freaking many. But one that's certainly in the top three, and it might even be number one, as far as something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life that I learned by doing the sugar diet, is how overrated protein is. And there goes that smoothie. Oh, there goes that smoothie. Oh, 4? Oh, there goes that smoothie. That smoothie that did not have protein in it. Been having a damn protein breakfast shake for breakfast for over a decade. Not these days. The sugar diet has revealed to me how overrated protein is. And I'm laughing to myself lately as my home feed here on YouTube has some damn vegans on it. Some damn vegans talking about being plant-based and how protein is not all it's cracked up to be. And I used to see that shit and laugh at it. I remember, what is it called? Game Changer or something like that? There was some vegan documentary that was really hot. I want to say the guy that made it went on Joe Rogan. He's debating people, showing better stats on like battle ropes or other conditioning elements by going from meat-based to plant-based. And by being plant-based, this is what I never really stopped to think about before when I would see this kind of stuff. By being plant-based, you are inherently going to be higher carbohydrate and inherently be less protein. And I would have looked at that and thought, well, why would you want to do that? Why would you ever why would you ever choose to have less protein? This is crazy. I'm having no protein every other day. None, except the trace amounts I get from the fruit. I have so much damn honey, I get a couple grams out of that because it has trace amounts. On my sugar fasting days, I'll have around 10-15 grams total of protein, and that's from the ungodly amount of fruit and juice and honey I had. And then on the other days, even when I intentionally have protein, I'll have a couple of cans of chicken, maybe a protein drink at the end. I'll have like 40 or 50 shrimp. It'll be around 100 to 120 grams of protein. So much less. Even if I had that every day, that would be almost half of what I've been having. I'm doing that every other day. And when I tell you I have seen zero downsides, zero. I have experienced zero negatives from having the protein gotta bust out the traps. I've experienced zero downsides from having the protein so low. I have only experienced more and more and more upsides. More and more and more benefits to my lifting, to my training. And anyone that gets into lifting, into training, into macros, one of the first things we learn is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. This has been drilled into our heads. And I used to get so triggered at people not having their protein even on their radar. Like, I don't know. I guess I'll have a chicken breast every once in a while. I'm like, this is why you're screwed. This is why you're screwed. This is why your body composition is not the way you want it, like protein has to be a priority. The priority, protein is king, is what we've been told in the world of lifting, in the world of working out. Protein is king. Carbohydrates play their role and fats play their role, but protein is number one. This has been what I've been told for years and years and years and years. And aside, it's funny, I'm talking about the vegans. Aside from them, you're pretty hard pressed to find a lifter or a bodybuilder or an athlete that's like protein. I mean, yeah, you need a little bit, but I'd rather absolutely just drown myself in carbohydrates. I would rather be overflowing with carbohydrates more than anything else. And you know what's funny? I'm saying I've thought about the protein in such high regard all these years, but intuitively, I have always known that carbohydrates are king. I remember I applied, I don't know where I was at in the process, Camp Gladiators, like this group fitness program, boot camp type thing. They work out outside. This must have been like 10 years ago. And we do like a little class thing. We're learning about how it works. We all go outside to do a group workout. And the workout was so long because we were going through all these different modalities. We're all sweating. It's hot out. A couple guys next to me, one of them goes, "Man, I need some protein." Whew, I'm smoked. I need me some protein. And my first thought was, dumb, wrong. All this freaking sweating and working out, we need salt and carbohydrates. Like, I thought that. And then this other guy went, no, carbs. We need carbs. That's what I need. And I'm nodding my head like, yeah, what he said. That's what I'm thinking. So it's like, intuitively, we know, our bodies know that carbohydrates are what keeps the engine hot, what keeps the metabolism hot, what keeps the glycogen hot. Come on, that I know I've been pointing it out lately, but that vein in the left biceps getting a little bit silly. I said in one of my first sugar diet videos, I've been having meat and rice, it's like the bro meal, the gym bro meal. Been having meat and rice for years and years and years. I was a big fan of the vertical diet when that came out. Big fan of Stan Efferding and everything he shared over the years. And a lot of times I would look down at my bowl and there'd just be a pile of meat sitting there. Even my unconscious knows, my body knows, I'm digging around the meat. And I don't even realize it because my body's like, get around it. I need the rice. I need the rice. I need the rice. Especially if it was like a bowl that was more separated, like chicken and rice. I look down, there's like 5 or 6 pieces of chicken at the bottom of the bowl. Because my body's like, dude, we need what we need. We need what we need. Get your meat, yeah, do whatever with that. But what we really need is this damn white rice. We need that sweet potato. We need that fruit. We need that juice. The gift that the sugar diet has given me is I will never stress out about protein again. Ever. And for the past 10 years or so, if I didn't get 30 to 40 grams every 3-4 hours or every meal, that was a stressful event. That was a cortisol spiking event. Oh my God, my muscle, it's gonna fall off my body. Oh my God. Now that I'm having no protein essentially every other day, and performance in the gym is off the charts, my energy is off the charts, vascularity, shape is off the charts. Let's say I scrap the sugar diet for whatever reason later down the road. As long as I keep the carbohydrates high, which I certainly plan to do for the rest of my life, there is no reason to stress out about protein ever again. If someone ordered a meal at a restaurant that was completely devoid of protein, I would be triggered. I would be like, you stupid son of a, it's not even my meal, it's not even my body. And I would get so damn triggered. Now, with all that being said, let's say an individual does not value protein, but they also don't value keeping their carbohydrates high, and they do value via taste and enjoyment having really high fat. I do think that's a recipe for complete fuckery. Like, the fats are high, but they're not in ketosis because they have some carbs, but not that many. It's not an intentional amount of like really high carbs to give them the energy, the brain function, keeping that metabolism hot. Now, I do believe that's a recipe for metabolic disaster, not looking and feeling their best. And I have seen many, many, many people fall into that category. They eat the fatty stuff because they like the way it tastes. They don't want the protein. Oh, the chicken, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm like, are you 5 years old? And then I go, well, look, if you're really not feeling the meat, at least crank the carbs. They're like, I don't want that much. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? To not have endless energy? Is that what you want? You want to have less energy? You want to have less performance in the gym and in your life? Like, what do you want? But here I am getting triggered again. Really, I just need to, in this imaginal scenario, really, I just need to get triggered less and less in general as a rule, something I'm working on. And it is healing my mind and body as I'm getting better at that. Anyways, I've looked at calorie plans. I've set up macros for so many clients over the years. And I've always thought, let's say you're just having 2,000 calories. Let's make it easy. You're having 2,000 calories and you're having some arrangement, some combination of the three macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats. I have always thought, man, if I could pull a little bit away from the protein and a little bit away from the fat and get you a little more carbs, you will have more energy. You won't feel as flattened out. Like, that is going to be a net positive. I just didn't know how far you could take it. I didn't know how far you could take it. I didn't know you could grab your fats and just bring it literally all the way down, damn near as low as it can go. Grab your protein, bring it pretty low. You like the sound effects? And grab your carbs. I had no idea that plan existed. I had no idea that plan would get phenomenal results. I thought you at least have to have a gram per pound of lean body mass. This was like me starting to tiptoe my way out of the protein obsession. Okay, let's say someone weighs 180, but really they only have like 150 to 155 grams of protein. They could probably, I guess, like still wrestling with it. I guess they could, check the watch. Got a client walking up here soon. I guess they could get away with a little less protein, 150 grams, maybe 130, maybe every once in a while if they get, like 130 or so, it's not the end of the world. With what I've experienced now, this is totally, it's just been mind-blowing. It's making me rethink everything I thought I knew. Just being completely honest and vulnerable with you guys, I almost don't even know what my own recommendations are now to people. Been hammering protein. I've been hammering on people about their protein for so long. Like in-person clients I have, and now when they're like, well, I had my yogurt, I had my protein drink, like I almost feel myself rolling my eyes like, bro, that ain't doing shit for you. You need some damn carbs. This is still a relatively new thing. I'm only a little over 2 months in. Is it the same in a muscle building phase versus a fat loss phase? Is it a timeline thing? I mean, I'm going to find out. Does it have a certain shelf life? And then, okay, no, now you have gone too long with being lower protein. I'm going to find out. But again, I see all these damn vegans, shit that I would have never even given the time of day before, and they've been doing it for years. And they're like, I feel great, got plenty of muscle. I'm just getting after it every day, plenty of energy, endless energy. We're going to find out. We are going to find out as the story continues to unfold, but let me know what you think. Has this whole thing been a damn conspiracy? Has this whole thing been a damn conspiracy from the supplement industry? And I love supplements. Condemned Labs. I'm partnered with them. They sell protein powder. But has this whole thing been one elaborate plan to have people focused on the wrong shit, spending more money on meat and protein products that we ultimately don't need, at least not to the extent that we thought we did, when all of these rich carbohydrate sources have been around us this whole time? They're cheaper, it's less hassle, and the more of it you get down, the more energy, productivity, and vitality you can have. Has this all been some elaborate plan of deception? Let me know in the comments. Is that what it is? Or is it just, this is what we thought was best, and now we're finding out that might not be the case? Talk to me in the comments. Like the video if